Hello people, welcome back to my channel. So I have about 45 minutes until the sun sets because the days are shorter now that it's winter. And today I'm on Mission Impossible. This actually might be like a terrible task that I'm taking on, but I'm gonna do it. So this is a different types of Thanksgiving video for me. Instead of cooking food, I am making dessert. And because I'm trying new recipes, I'm making a cake and then a backup cake. Because if I mess up the cake that I want to try, there's always a backup. So for the backup cake, it's going to be a marble cake. It's going to be semi-homemade because I'm using my vanilla cake I'm using from a box, and I'm going to tweak it a little bit. I'm going to make the chocolate cake from scratch, and I'm going to make the frostings from scratch. I'm thinking about doing a chocolate and a vanilla crumble to put in the middle of it so that way it has some texture, but we'll see how much energy I have because honestly I'm very tired. Then for my second cake, I want to do a play on the southern salted caramel cake. I want to make it it's gonna be a drip cake, and I'm thinking about doing some spice glazed pecans. Both cakes are actually pretty ambitious, even though this is from a box, but we'll see how much energy I have. I'm literally tired. I really should not be taking on this project, but I'm going to do it, so we'll see. And also too, this might not be worth it because, well, I ordered cake boxes. They're not gonna fit the height of these cakes. These traditional cake boxes can probably fit a 2-layer cake, and I want it to be 3 layers, especially for a drip cake. You need some height here. So I might be doing this all for nothing. Maybe I'm just doing it for you guys in the YouTube community, but we'll see. Either way, I have a lot that I have to do, so I'm about to start preheating my oven. I'm gonna start my vanilla cake mix. I'm just gonna start with everything I need to do, and you guys can just watch. So here we go. Whoop, popping back on here. So because I'm using 3 tiers, I'm going to use a box and a half of this cake mix, and to make it moist, I'm going to follow the instructions, but instead of doing a cup of water, I'm gonna do a cup of milk. Just pro tip there. It took me an entire hour to make cake batter because the chocolate was from scratch. Even though I did box mix. So yeah, just beware. All right, time to make the marbles. I have chocolate mix here, probably more than I need. I have 3, pretty even, I eyeballed it. Vanilla cakes here. I'm gonna get my skewer. Okay, I'm back. So this is like a little skewer that I have that I use for like roasted marshmallows. But honestly, anything that is just small that you can use to swirl this around is fine. You can use a toothpick, you can use a knife, you can use a spoon, you can use whatever. Just something small that you can swirl it around in. So I'm just gonna go in. I'm gonna start with maybe like 3 or 4 tablespoons each and see how this goes before I swirl. Let's see. We'll do 1, oops, gloop, 2, gloop, and do a 3rd on this side. Okay, I'm gonna finish putting in the chocolate. I'm gonna swirl these and I'm gonna put it in the oven and I'll be back once they cool. But for now, you can just watch me. I'm back. The cakes are cooling. Actually, let me show you. Let's see if this is still hot. I'm kind of surprised. This was the last one. They came out pretty level, so I might not have to level them as much as I thought I would. I will say there's imperfections on the side because these little papers kind of dented in where they were, but I'm hoping that I can fix it. I had a lot of extra chocolate left, so I have some chocolate cupcakes right now in the oven. I guess I'll just keep that for myself. We'll see. I'm exhausted. I'm very, very tired. I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to fully do this salted caramel cake that I really, really want to do. We shall see. I might start that early tomorrow morning, but for right now, I'm exhausted. I decided last minute to work on a crumble, which is what I'm gonna do now, and I haven't even started the icing yet. So I think tonight the goal might be to assemble and put a crumb coat on, and then maybe Thanksgiving morning do the decor. We will see. Honestly, I'm gonna play it by ear. I might even just finish it tonight. Who the hell knows what I want to do. But for now, let's work in this crumble and just keep going. It's pretty simple. I'm just gonna use a half stick of butter, half cup of flour, and I'm going to use probably about 1/3, more or less, we'll see how it tastes, of confectioner sugar, pinch of salt, and then I'm gonna do 2 crumbles because I'm doing a marble cake. I'm gonna do a chocolate one, so I'm gonna add in a couple tablespoons of some cocoa powder, a touch of some instant coffee to bring out the chocolate flavor, and then my second one, same ingredients, base ingredients, but I'm gonna put a little bit of vanilla extract. So let's do this. Okay, I just finished my chocolate crumbs. I had to use a little bit of water to help the crumbs come together, both for the vanilla and the chocolate ones. So I have the chocolate ones in the oven. They're gonna be in there for half an hour. I have to take those out. I have to let those completely cool, and then I'm gonna put these in for half an hour and then take them out and let them cool. There's a lot of baking going on right now. So I'm going to take a break, and then when I'll be back, hopefully all my crumbs will be done, and then I will start icing. We're almost there, guys. Hi everyone, I'm back. It is very much so the next day. I have 3 tiers of marble cake. I also have some cupcakes because I had extra chocolate batter. So what I think I'm going to do is, instead of doing the 2 cakes, because I'm too tired and it would probably take me all day and part of tomorrow to make a second cake, is put all my eggs in one basket and hope my backup cake is gonna be a good main cake. And then I still want to do the caramel cake. So I'll practice making that caramel frosting. I'll put it on these chocolate cupcakes later on this afternoon and decorate them, and then we can have this as just some regular cupcakes and go from there. So me decorating the cupcakes, to be honest with you, I probably won't do for this YouTube video. I probably will record it and put it on my Instagram today, so that's why you should follow me on both platforms so you can see. But for right now, I have about an hour until my next appointment. I'm gonna work on making the frosting for these cakes, and then I'm going to start assembling, at least trying to get the crumb coat on this cake. So I'm gonna do a traditional cream cheese frosting for this cake. So I'm using just 8 ounces of cream cheese, half stick of butter, 4 cups of confectioner sugar, powdered sugar, doing a pinch of vanilla, a pinch of salt, and if your frosting goes funny, you need a certain consistency, you can always add in some cornstarch to give it some hold, but this should hold because it's cold out right now, so everything should be good. Then in between each layer, I also finished yesterday my crumble. So I have a chocolate and coffee crumble here. So what I'm gonna do is put a thin layer and then a brim of cream cheese frosting, and then I can't speak, I'm tired. I'm going to do a brim of cream cheese frosting, a light layer of cream cheese frosting, and then in the middle I'm going to put my crumbs, so that way you won't have to worry about any of your crumbs falling out. So the bottom will be chocolate and coffee flavor, and then the top layer is going to just be a vanilla for your crumble, and then do the crumb coat, and then hopefully put this in the fridge, let it set for a while, and then do a second coat. I'm not sure how I'm gonna decorate it yet. I'm thinking about doing a drip on this cake. It is a smaller cake in height to do drip on it, I know this, but I just kind of want to do it, so we'll see. Anyways, I'm talking too much. I'm very tired. I only have an hour, so let's get to making this frosting and assembling this cake. Oh, and before I move on, my cakes came out fairly even. Now, if they were super unstable, I would probably actually level them. I'm not gonna do that, to be honest with you. Are they perfect? No, but they don't have such huge humps in them that I'm worried about the cake being uneven, which is why I was kind of playing around with them to see how I'm gonna put them. I think too, because I'm using the crumble, I can kind of like fill in the gaps if I need to level them that way. So that's kind of my game plan. I just really am tired. I don't feel like leveling the cakes. So this could be a mistake. Fair warning. If your cakes come out super uneven, and you know for a fact it's gonna be like super wobbly, level them. But if they're okay, you can kind of skip that step if you're lazy like me. Anyways, now we can go and start with this icing. Okay, I'm gonna regret this. I bought a reusable table, but I realized after the fact that if I put this on my turntable and put the cake on top, it's gonna be very unstable. I can try again, but I'm pretty sure this is not gonna work. And my disposable ones are currently on their way via Amazon, and I do not want to wait, so. Actually, this might not be terrible now that the weight of the cake is on it, but I'm very afraid. I think for the purposes of trying to do this though, the more height that I have, the more control I will have, because I'll be able to see it better. Okay, we're gonna YOLO and keep it stacked. All right, so let me just start frosting this. Let me move this big machine out of my way. Face of regret when you don't level out your cake. This looks not good. I'm gonna bring the chips out to the edges a bit more. Okay. Okay, world. It is much later on in the day. The cake is completely transformed. So let me give you an update. I grossly miscalculated the amount of icing I needed, ran out, had to go to the supermarket the day before Thanksgiving. So you know I had a terrible time. I bought extra, thank God I did, of all the ingredients that I would need for frosting. And then I finished doing the second layer and finished a crumb coat. I did that part, however, on my Instagram Live. Again, that's why I tell people to follow me on both platforms. And finished my first crumb coat and put it in the fridge to set. Now, I know for a fact, because there's gaps here, there's imperfections, that I should probably do a second crumb coat and let it set. However, it is almost 8 o'clock. I need this to set because I want to decorate it tonight. So that way, like, I want to do chocolate, I think, of some sort. So that way it can completely dry by tomorrow. However, I'm really tired, so I don't know if I'm gonna actually make it, but we will see. That is the goal for tonight. Outside of that, I am also about to attempt to do the outside layer. So I will tell you guys right now, I'm terrible at piping. I hate piping. However, if I want a clean, crisp kind of outside piping, it's gonna make it a lot easier. If it doesn't work out, because I know I'm terrible at piping, I'm gonna go back and use the spatula, but I'm gonna try this method first. Also have a hot bowl of water, because if I want to do anything clean, that's gonna help me get the icing to the right consistency. I have a whole huge bowl of icing in the background to help me with the gaps, and as you can see, my cake is not level. I actually think I made this mistake between the icing, and I think I didn't put enough crumb filling on this side, so it made it uneven. So I'm gonna try to put extra icing on this side to make it level. It looks really crooked from this angle. I just like noticed that. Hold on. Oh my god, it looks terrible from that angle. I should probably keep it like right here so I can like figure out what to do with the height. I'm gonna figure out what to do, and if I don't figure it out, it's gonna be a drip cake. I'll make the chocolate drip this way, so we will see. Anyways, I'm gonna proceed. I'm probably gonna go on Instagram Live, so just follow along and let's hope for the best at this point. I'm very nervous. It's been a very long time since I've done a cake, so here we go. Hello, it's Thanksgiving morning. Please ignore my hair. I just want to get rid of this cake and finish decorating it. So here's what I decided. It is having a rustic vibe right now. Hold on. It's set overnight, however, as you can see here, I'm having a hard time getting out a lot of the imperfections because my scraper is plastic and it's a little too short. Like usually if you want even, you want it to be, well, this is higher. However, I wish it was like a little bit longer because as I'm like moving, it would help a lot. And I also wish it was steel because if I were to dip it in hot water, it would help melt the icing. I tried it with the plastic, it didn't work that well. So we're keeping the rustic vibe. So here's what I'm deciding, which is the scariest part, is how to decorate this now that I'm not trying to make it perfect. So I have a bowl here of dark chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate. This is scary because obviously it's chocolate, it's two colors of brown. If I mess this up, there's no going back on a white cake. You're just gonna be stuck. So what I want to do is just kind of make it a swirl cake. Not really ombre, so you know how ombre goes in different layers. I think what I'm gonna do, because it's a marble cake, to kind of keep with the vibe, is just blotch some chocolate all throughout the sides, pray to God this works. Do one swirl to kind of make it look swirly and marbly on the outside to semi-match the inside, and hope that this works. I'm really terrified. I might do a patch test to see if this works. You'll see. I have chocolate here. I'm gonna put a little bit of cream cheese frosting in each of the chocolate, just to kind of get it the same frosting consistency, and then go from there. So without further ado, let me finish this cake. Really don't know if I'm gonna like this. There's no going back. I think I'm gonna do blotches of white too to make the color come out, so we'll see. This is very scary. I also forgot my turntable. How could I? I don't know. I'm extremely nervous because the idea is to get this done in one foul swoop. I should take a picture of it now. It looks kind of cute looking all splattered, but we'll see what happens when I try to flatten this out. It's coming together slowly but surely. The only way this works is if you have a lot of really hot water. So I don't like that it's like huge blobs. It didn't streak like I wanted to. So I think what I'm gonna do is where they have really big blobs, I'm gonna put some more white around it. I'm gonna try to get more hot water and try to do another swirl to see how I can even this out. I think I'm gonna keep the top of it white, or I'm gonna put chocolate. We'll see. I'll probably put chocolate. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see. For now, let me get more hot water. Oh, okay guys, this is as smooth as it's going to get. Some parts swirled a little bit better than others. It has to dry a bit, but before it dries, I'm gonna finish it up. I think what I'm gonna do is some chocolate syrup going down the side instead of doing a full drip cake, and some white sprinkles to kind of go along with the themes. Maybe some chocolate chips. We will see how the contrast works once I decorate this bad boy. We'll be back. that, we are done. After 3 long days, a marble holiday cake. And here's a close-up.